Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your man, Louie T, here for another kickback session. Week number 5 in the National Football League is in the books. So is the survivor pool. Never seen anything quite like it before in my life. Started out with 71 participants, dwindled down to 33, I believe, 36 after 1 week. Went from 33 to about 14 or 35 or 36, whatever the number was, down to 14 to about 7 or 5, from 5, from 14 to 2. Because by week 4, we just had 2 people left. And then Seattle got my man Daywalker. And then there was just one, Malo. All he needed was the Chiefs to get it done in week number 5 against the New Orleans Saints to cash in $1,500. Take your 20, turn it into $1,500. As you can see, Malo was able to get it done. And we have ourselves a new Soul Survivor here on the Louie T Network. Much respect to Malo. If I'm not mistaken, because Malo has won. Malo's been cleaning up. He won the weekly pick'em about 2 weeks ago. So because Malo wanted it from PayPal, then he paid through PayPal. I'm assuming he's trying to get his bread through PayPal again. So I'm here to tell you that the likelihood is you probably ain't gonna get your money until next week, because PayPal is like I always joke with my wife. I say PayPal is like sending something via Telegram, right? If you were a Cash Apper, you would have probably had your money today. Honestly speaking, you would have had your money today, not probably, but got to go through the whole process of putting the money in the account, sending it to Cash App, et cetera, et cetera. But you will get your $1,500. Hopefully you'll get it by the end of the week. My guess is you'll get it early next week. But shout out to Malo, man. Getting it done. What a win. And like I said, it was all or nothing. If you got eliminated before week 10, if both participants got eliminated by week 10, it was over. It was a wrap. Malo was able to do something that none of us were able to do, and that was survive. And so shout out to Malo for getting it done. Daywalker picked Seattle. Obviously, they got upset at home by the New York Giants. And so Daywalker gave it a college try. But like the rest of us, he was no match for the National Football League and was not able to survive. So shout out to Malo. Congratulations. $1,500 is yours, man. I still have not won, so I am jealous. I am envious of you, but I'm also extremely, extremely happy for you getting the dub, right? Going out and doing the thing that none of us could do, which is survive. It was tough, man. It was not easy, but you did it. And salute to you. Salute to you, Malo. So the 12th annual Soul Survivor pool is officially over. It's closed. We have a survivor. It's Malo. He's the new champ, and he will wear that crown all the way until we start the 13th annual Soul Survivor pool. So with that said, let's move on to the next order of business. And that's the weekly pick on pool. All right. So weekly pick on pool, pretty simple, self-explanatory. Hold on. don't know why I just did that, but it's all good. We'll fix it. All right, here we go. So, weekly pick on pool is as follows. Clean bill of health was able to get it done. Let me reduce this size so y'all can see it. That should be good right there. Clean bill of health, got it done. 3 losses, 40 points. Crazy enough. Had Blake Groupie, the field goal kicker of the New Orleans Saints, made his extra point, clean bill of health would have hit the points right on the head at 40. So not only did he have 3 losses, he almost hit the points right on the head. Now, somebody else had 3 losses. Ricky D. Hustle also had 3 losses, but he had 48 points. Both went over, but since no one else had 3 losses, clean bill of health was closest to the 39 points scored on Monday Night Football. So clean bill of health gets the dub. A shout out to Ricky D. Hustle for also only having 3 losses as well. Just so you're aware, clean bill of health, that's me. Your man, Louie T. Black hat, black hoodie, black tee. That's the type of time, man. That's my energy. Told y'all I ain't playing with y'all ass this time around. I'm all business. All black energy, all season long. That's my second one in 5 weeks. And I'm pissed off because I wanted the 40 points to hit on the head, just so I can show y'all I'm about that life. But like I said, can't have it all. Blake Groupie didn't participate in my almost perfect week. I mean, you look at this sheet. I'm a 4th down stop away from Pittsburgh winning. I'm a field goal kicker away from this 49ers winning. And I'm a blocked field goal in the end of regulation away from potentially going to overtime and Seattle winning. I had aspirations of a perfect week. I got through the first 1 o'clock slate of games clean as a whistle, flawless. And it was just those 3 games that got the kid this week. It's all good. No worries. I still got the dub. That's the most important thing. So, got it done in the weekly pick'em. And if you know I got it done in the weekly pick'em, then you know the energy is the same as I go over to winners and losers. So let's make that transition right now. Shout out to me, your man Louie T, for getting the job done in week 5, dropping a hammer down on you clowns out there that think it's a game. I'm out for revenge. So now we're on to weekly pick 'em pool, week number 5. Let's take a look first before we start talking about week 5. Let's take a look at week 4. All right, let's take a look at week 4. Let's look at all the color we had last week. See our culprits. See what everybody was talking about last week. So we had a lot of people with the tie for the best record last week. Last week was a easy week, as I said. I termed it an easy week. All you had to do was kind of color inside the lines. Hence, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 participants finished with the best mark of the week. So we had 11 people be the most valuable participant of the week, the MVP. All right. Of those 9 or 11, excuse me, I think it was, Jalen Hurts Jones, AJ Meehan, Smack City, all were ranked in the top 3. or that probably helped propel them into the top 3. As you can see, Sundi was in first, gave way to Tyrant 78, who was in first, but Sundi's still right there in second. Got a bunch of people in third here. As you can see, all the color. Piss Cup went to JTG 17. Really nasty work last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 losses. So obviously it's a Piss Cup Ultra, which is why you see the Piss King twice, not once, but twice. Now we transition to week 5, and you see a lot less color, don't you? A lot less. I told you the color thing is about to be a thing of the past. Now we getting past the point of the season where everybody gets a juice box, everybody gets a bag of chips. That's the first couple weeks where we all get participation trophies. Hey, you did a good job. You filled out a sheet. Good job. Now we about to get past that. Now, if you ain't doing your thing on a weekly basis, you see no color. You look like everybody else who's basic. Okay? This is when we separate the real prognosticators from the pretenders. So, as you can see, a lot less color this week. And moving forward, it's going to be like that. Give it 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks is when we really start to see the real separation take place. Anyway, let's go through the slate. And let's get it. All right. So, Jalen Hurts-Jones came into the week in 3rd place. But after a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loss week. Oh, remember, now we got bye weeks entering into the equation. So a lot harder to hit double digits. It's easy to hit double digits when it's 16 games. That's for novice, right? A novice could hit 10 wins when it's 16 games. This is when we find out who's legit. Because now they're not handing out 10 pieces no more. You get a 10-piece and you get a 10-piece and you get a double-digit win. Now we're not handing those out for free no more. You want to eat around here, you got to earn your keep. So now you're going to see a lot less 10 win, 11, 12 wins. Now it's going to be a lot of 7s and 8s and 9s because y'all ain't about that life. But we going to see. So Jalen Hurts-Jones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7 week. Took him from 3rd place to out of the top 3. Average week, 7 and 7. Zach F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses, so 9 and 5. Not a bad week. 41 and 37 overall. Hype do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 week. Whew. Hype do is 8 games under 500. I think there was a week where games weren't selected, so that'll do it to you quick, especially when it's a 16-piece. Sean Hawk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was one of the MVPs last week, most valuable prognosticators last week. Not so much this week, obviously. 9 and 5. 46 and 32 overall. Not bad. Hanging around. Day Walker. Just missed out on the survivor pool. Got to be disappointed there. Hell of a run, though. I mean, it was only 5 weeks, but shit, a lot longer than most of us, right? Day Walker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 losses. 8 and 6 on the week. 43 and 35 overall. Coop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-piece for Coop. 43 and 35. You can go ahead and put some piss on Coop. I don't know if 8's going to be enough to warrant you drinking from the piss cup today, but this wasn't a week where, again, it's only 14 games. So, I mean, you can't lose too many more than 8. So we're just going to put some piss on you for now. We'll see if it sticks. Yours truly, 1, 2, 3. I already know what it is. You see the type of time I'm on. 3-piece. All right. 11-3 ties me for the best mark of the week MVP. You're staring at him right here. Hi, haters. All black energy. You know what it is. No games are being played over here on this side. All right. So that puts me now in third place. First time that I've been in the top 3. I'm not satisfied. And I'm not just visiting. I'm not just passing through. I'm here to stay. And so I'm not satisfied with third. I got my eye on first. I'm slowly but surely making that power move. I told y'all I'm going to stay close. I'm going to creep. And then when the time is right, I'm going to get what's mine. Rob, 1, 2, 3. Let's get this mic over here. Rob, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Rob. That means Rob went 8-6. Tough go of it for Rob thus far. 6 games under 500. Shadow Striker 789. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-piece. Woo. Woof. Let's go ahead and put some piss on you. 8-piece puts him at 41-37. It don't take but 6 and 8 week. So you under 500 for the week. It don't take but one bad week to undo a lot of goodwill, right? You started out great. You come out here, you go 6 and 8, and it'll undo a lot of goodwill that you've done in the first 4 weeks prior to this week. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. Soul, 1, 2, 3, 4. Soul's turning it up. Soul, me and Soul had a quick conversation about 2 weeks ago. Soul said, hey, it's time. It's time to turn it up. Soul finished, I think, in second place last year, if not second, third. So Soul is like, it's time to turn it up. Started a little slow. Where, as you can see, double digits for Soul this week, 10-4, puts him at 45-33. Right in the mix. Twin D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8-6 week for Twin D, 42-36. Rich, boy, Rich is going through it, man. Rich is on that sophomore slump. It happens to the best of us. Not me, but hey, it happens to a lot of y'all. Rich thought it was easy last week, man. He jumped in the mix, was like, yo, this shit is easy. He finding out this year, not as easy as it looks. Some of us make it look easy, but it's really not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Hey, Coop, 789. Y'all off the hook, man. Rich is taking y'all off the hook. You should write him a thank you note. Because Rich says, hey, I got it, man. I'll take the piss cup for y'all this week. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna run a solo mission. All right. Bet. 37-41 for Rich. Yikes. 4 games under 500. Woo. AJ Meehan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 9-5 week puts AJ Meehan in third place. He was already in third, so he remains in third. Got off to a great start, continuing to really pick well. Sundi last week was in second, saw Tyrant 78 overtake him. Sundi says, hey, man, that was temporary. 10-4 week for Sundi, puts Sundi back atop the leaderboard at 51-27 overall. So Sundi is back in the driver's seat, all by his lonesome. Big week for Sundi. Good job. Double digiting it up. Same big time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ain't nothing big time about that. Unless we talking about big time losing, which the record reflects 38-40. Can't even talk to me if you ain't at or above 500. Don't even talk to me. We got nothing in common. Annapolis OG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8-6 week puts him at 48-30, right there in the mix. 1 game back of third place. Right back of third place, right where you need to be. 100 grand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 100 grand with a 7-7 week. A basic week for a basic picker. 100 grand. 41 and 37. Right around where he should be. Beneath me. Not close. And it'll stay that way. Bear down B. Jones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 6 week. He's right there with 100 grand. Y'all go ahead and chop it up. Y'all neighbors. Smack City had jumped into third place with a MVP performance last week. This week, not so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 6. Still right in the mix though. 8 and 6 has Smack City at 48 and 30. Remember, this is a co-champion from last year, so he's doing his job to stay right where he needs to be. Right where he needs to be. Matty Ice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5 week for Matty Ice, 46 and 32 overall. Not bad. Kevin the PRF. Woo-wee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piece. 6 and 8 week after going into third place last week. Was he a MVP last week? Nah, he wasn't an MVP last week, but he did good last week and was in third place. That'll knock you out of the top 3 quick. 8 piece. That'll knock you out of the top 3 quick, fast and in a hurry. That man went from top 3 last week to 46 and 32, 3 games away from third place. It'll do it to you fast. Finish under 500 for the week. I told you you can undo a lot of goodwill real fast. Kevin the PRF just did that. Boss man, I was telling boss, I said, they talking about you, boss man. You were the champion last year or 2 years ago, excuse me. They got respect for you, but they losing that respect real quick, man. You picking some trash. You like, yeah, I know. I'm going to tighten up. He said, the last time you told me I was picking some trash, I tightened up. So I feel good that you said that to me. Look at what he did this week. 10 and 4. Still got a long ways to go at 43 and 35. But it's a far cry from the straight doo-doo he was putting out the first 4 weeks. So double-digit week for Boss Man. Let's see if he can get it together here. That's a good start. Swaggy P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6 week puts him at 43 and 35. Y'all go ahead and converse at 43 and 35. Greg Giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5 week. Puts Greg Giants at 49-29, which is good for third place. So Greg Giants continuing to make solid picks throughout. Has him in the top 3. Not so much for Nate P, who was in the top 3 last week, was third last week. But a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piece, much like Kevin the PRF, it'll lick you down real quick. What Snow say? A licky bum bum down. Yeah, he got licked out. Informer down to 46 and 32 and out of third place with a 6 and 8 week. J-Cam Man 99. 1, 2, 3, 4. My biggest fear for J-Cam Man 99 is that he started too slow, right? I mean, he had the piss cup in week 1, right? He got the sweet taste of piss, or should I say sour or pungent taste of piss in week 1. And week 2 wasn't that much better. And so he started so slow. This is a really good week, 10 and 4. 10 and 4 was only good enough to get the man 4 games over 500. So that meant he was 2 games under prior to this week. So we'll see. You keep stringing together weeks like that, and you'll turn it around rather quickly. But starting slow is a sumbitch. I know firsthand. Bronco Billy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5, 40 and 38, over 500. Good for you, man. We can have a conversation now. Not a long one. Not a long one, but at least we can talk. Tyrant 78 was in first place last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So 6 piece will drop you out of first place real quick. And so not far. Not when you've been putting in the work like Tyrant 78 has been this season, but far enough to where she's not in first any longer. 50 and 28. One of 2 players to hit the 50 win threshold after 5 weeks, which obviously you can do the math. You're averaging 10 wins a week. That's how you win this thing. Those types of numbers. So second place right now, all by her lonesome, but a lot of people knocking on the door in third, and a number of people right behind the third placers at 48 and 30 as well. So can't have another one of these type of weeks next week if you're Tyrant 78. Got off to a fast start. Got to keep it that way. The Catman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continuing to be mediocre. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with being mediocre, man. If that's who you are, if that's your thing, be you. 39 and 39 after a 7-7 week. Sounds about right to me. Mike Jink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8-6 week for Mike Jink, 40 and 38 overall. Mike Jink had the audacity to tell me he and his fiance were talking before the season started. And he said, look, I ain't even worried about her. My eyes is on the prize. I'm trying to beat you and everybody else. And I'm like, hey, bro, this is the big leagues up here, man. Just worry about your fiance. Try to beat her, okay? You can't be talking about me. Not on the type of time and energy that I'm on. Just focus on beating your fiance. And he's not doing a very good job of that right now. He's on the struggle bus. Tiff Shiesty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's now she's been on the struggle bus here lately too. She started fast. She's hit a bit of a rough patch here. This is some average work, but even that average work still has her clear of Mike Jink by 4 games. So I don't really know what to say to you, bro. I wish I had some words of wisdom, but I don't. I don't. Walt 260. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-7. 45 and 33. Not a bad record. Not a bad record at all. Got to be better than 7-7 though. Let's change these colors back to where they're supposed to be. That's your color. And where is Smack City? He is supposed to be right there with you with that as well. All right, there we go. Big Baller Blake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ouch. And he was an MVP last week. He was an MVP last week. He thought he was doing something. And then just like that, it's gone. That'll take long. It's gone. Now he's a mere mortal. Mere mortal. 43 and 35. 8-piece will do that to you. It'll humble you real quick. Sam Pando, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46 and 32 after an 8-6 week. Hey, Sam, you're doing your thing. Don't let up. Don't let up. Just because we got bye weeks now, don't start letting up on me, Sam. Mr. HTTR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 and 8 week. Wasn't he a MVP last week too? Nah, he won't. Nah, he won't an MVP, but he was real solid last week. 11 and 5 last week. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-piece. 45 and 33. Even after a 6 and 8 week, you're not doing terrible. You're still within striking distance, but a couple more weeks of that, we'll never hear from you again. Never hear from you again. Mike Lowry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8-6. My apologies. I was thinking about something else. 8-6. Not bad. 6 games over 500. That's not good though. In your gym. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And weren't you in third place last week? Yeah. Yeah. 7-piece will change that real quick. 47 and 31 overall, still killing the game. So 7-7 week drops you out of third, but you're still, again, right there within striking distance. 2 games back of third place, 4 games back of first place. So still where you need to be. Ricky D. Hustle was the other MVPer this week, along with myself. 3 losses for Ricky D. Hustle. It's a damn shame when you go 11-3, and that's only good enough to get you over 500 by 10 games. That tells me that you were under 500 before you went 11 games over 500. Or excuse me, he went 11-3. That's 8 games over 500. So you were only 2 games north of 500. So, hey, can't knock the hustle. And you put together 1 or 2 more of those here in the next couple weeks, and you'll be knocking right on the door where you need to be. That's a start. It's never too late to do the right thing. Never too late. Ricky L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ricky L. also at 44 and 34. Y'all two go ahead and chop it up. Ricky had gotten off to such a fast start. Was he in third place last week? Nah, he wasn't. Ricky had gotten off to such a fast start too. Seems like he's fading fast. Mr. Ron B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-7. I love a dude that's consistent. I love a dude that, look, Mr. Ron B been consistent since the jump. Every week he said, I want my wins to look like my losses. I ain't mad at it. Again, not my steez. But if that's what you want to do, please, by all means, do you. Tierra Mr. Hamer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6, 45 and 33 overall. Not bad. Kimura, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 and 4 week, 42 and 36 overall. So maybe Kimura's heating up. We'll see. Ty Dollar, same deal, 10 and 4, 42 and 36. Y'all chop it up. You know, y'all get to know one another. Y'all might be doing this whole same song and dance all season long. So y'all get to know each other. G Command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-7. 43 and 35 overall. Gotten off to a fast start. He's cooling off a bit. Bronco Kid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-7 for Bronco Kid. Again, started off fast, cooling off a bit. 44 and 34. Flacco has started off real hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. All of a sudden now, Flacco don't know how to act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 6. Not bad. 8 and when I say not bad, I'm talking about 47 and 31 overall. Not bad. Still right there. But a couple more of these 8 and 6 type weeks, and he won't be right there anymore. Brexinho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 43 and 35 after 8 and 6 weeks. Week. Jordan Jones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 and 4 week for Jordan Jones. Jordan's been picking it up here lately after a slow start. 45 and 33. Starting to try to make a move. I see you. I got my eye on you because you did real well last year. I got my eye on you, Jordan. Extraordinary for life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as I keep you in the rear view, though. As long as I got to look up in the rear view to see you, we good. Extraordinary for life was really extraordinary when this thing started. First 2-3 weeks, extraordinary for life was very extraordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's not bad. 9 and 5, not bad at all. See if he can keep it up. 47 and 31. Right there knocking on the door of third place. Are you extraordinary or are you extraordinary? We'll find out. Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-7. 44 and 34 overall. All right, Ghost. Don't turn into Casper and be real friendly around these parts. You'll show up missing, or maybe because you're a ghost, you won't. We'll see. 7-7 ain't gonna get it done though. Cody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Ouch. 6 and 8 puts her at 45 and 33. Last week was a good week for you too, wasn't it? Felt like it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was a solid week. And the week before, I think you were MVP, or weren't you? No. Well, unfortunately, Cody has not done it again. Solo so slimy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, looks like you off the hook, Rich. Solo so slimy is Solo so pissy. So pissy. And we talking major piss here. Ain't nobody beating 10. I feel pretty confident about that. But we gonna keep forging forward first. But I got a feeling we gonna have to bust out the 2 piss king salute for you. Yikes. You deserve to be under 500 after that foolishness. 4 wins is all he had this week. Hey. HTTR Carson. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 and 5, 42 and 36. Major Tutty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 7, 44 and 34 overall. Gridiron King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 and 5, 43 and 35 overall. Fat Boy V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 and 4. Impressive week. 47 and 31. Right within striking distance. I like it. I like it a lot. Silver V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5, 44 and 34. After a slow start, I think Silver V had the Piss Cup in week 2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back and see. Yeah, he had the Piss Cup Ultra in week 2. After a slow start, things are picking up for Silver V. Let's see if he can keep it going. Angie M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5, 45 and 33 overall. Not bad. Mino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6, 39 and 39 overall. Fighting a good fight. Struggling to stay above water, man. Hey. You like uniformity, right? You like it to be the same across the board? Again, who am I to tell you how to do you, right? Big B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7, 41 and 37 overall. Navy Ramjet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6 week, 45 and 33 overall. Not bad. South Texas Commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7, 44 and 34. Sully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6, 39 and 39. Hey, keep fighting a good fight, man. Hey, Triple A Dell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6 week, 46 and 32. Solid. Commander Wow came out of the gates like, wow. Now it's like, ow. That hurts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 6. The 8 and 6 ain't bad. And 47 and 31 definitely ain't bad. But don't keep living off of the start. That's how you start to find yourself falling back real quick. Don't keep eating off of the good start. Create more opportunities for yourself to stay where you need to be. 808 Skins fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6, 45 and 33. Mando fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 piece. Ugh, that's nasty. 40 and 38 overall. Metaphor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, you better watch yourself. You over, boy. You're lucky, Metaphor. You're lucky. You're lucky, Metaphor. I might have had a simile for your ass if you would have had this piss cup. No worries, though. You're good. You're safe with me, but barely. Not with me. Let me rephrase that. You're safe for this week. Overall, 44 and 34. I mean, you were doing so well. You were doing so well. Like I told y'all earlier, a 9-piece, tear your shit up quick. Tear your shit up quick. Derek B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46 and 32 after an 8 and 6 week for Derek B. He's just hovering, staying close. I want to blow Derek B out. I mean, I don't even want him to be close. So I'm gonna just keep stacking good weeks. Hopefully he continue to just be meh. And we'll look up and there's 11 games of separation between us. That's the goal. I don't even want him within shouting distance. Stacks 410. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6 weeks for Stacks 410. 42 and 36 overall. E3 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 week. And there was also, I think, a missed week in there, which is the discrepancy you see between wins and losses. Magic Carpet Ride 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 5 week. 42 and 36. Tim S. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 and 4. Add a baby, Tim. 10 and 4, double digits. Add a baby. 45 and 33. Okay, hanging around. Chris Santiago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. You and Metaphor, boy, was living on the edge. Living on the edge. 42 and 36. Ace, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 for Ace. JTG, 17, who was the Piss Cup recipient a week ago. Piss Cup Ultra. Let me make sure I clarify that. There's a difference. There's levels to this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 week. Boy, that piss does have a residual effect, man. It lingers, right? You don't get the piss cup one week and then go to being the MVP the next. Generally, you sip from the piss cup, you're a little woozy and bazzity the next week. There's a hangover. There's a piss cup hangover. 7 and 7 is proof of that. Rella, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work, Rella. 10 and 4, double digit week. 8, 48 and 30. Rella right there, knocking on the door. I ain't gonna let your ass in, but hey, good work. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. But 10 and 4, you got my respect. Niners fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7 for Niners fan. 39 and 39 overall. Ugh, that's nasty. But this is his first time. It's his first time. And we all got to learn somehow. He's taking his lumps. He's taking his lumps. I like it, though. Keep fighting, Niners fan. Mr. Make It Happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 and 8. Not great. Not great at all. 38 and 40. Like I said, we can't even have a conversation. You got to get to the Mendoza line first. You got to get to 500. Right? Rick the Ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 and 6 week. 46 and 32. Hanging around. Dandrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. More like dandruff. Maybe you need some head and shoulders. 39 and 39. Dallas Morgan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 41 and 37 to round out the group of players in week number 5 of winners and losers. So let's go ahead and get our guy, Piss King, aka Calvin. Calvin the Piss King. And we gonna double them up for Solo So Slimy, aka Solo So Pissy. Let's get that double action in. Light him up. Light him up, Piss King. Light him up. All right. So you by yourself. Unlike last week where there was a bunch of people, it's a lot easier when you could take a sip, pass it around. You gotta guzzle this thing all by yourself. Ugh. Nasty. All right. So that's where we at. In first place, recapturing first place is Sundi at 51 and 27. In second, Tyrant 78 at 50 and 28. And 1, 2, 3. 3 people tied for third. That's it. And yours truly and Ricky D. Hustle are your MVPs, your most valuable prognosticators of the week. So let me check in on Solo So Slimy real quick, man. How you coming over there, man? Hey, don't see, this is why I had to check on him, because I knew he was gonna try this shit on me. Anytime it's your first time, you smell it, it hits your nose, you start to gag, and you're like, I can't do this. Yes, you can, and yes, you will. Okay. Deep breath, plug your nose, go for what you know. All right. Don't think about it, just do it. And it'll be over before you know it. He almost threw up. All right, man. Get yourself together. I'll check back in about 5 minutes to see what kind of progress you make it. Anyway, I digress. Let's get to the comment section real quick. See what y'all talking about. And John Wynn says, our Seattle defense is trash this past week versus the Giants and last week versus Detroit. You got any advice for week 5's game against San Francisco? Not really, other than don't embarrass yourself on national television, right? Like, it felt like y'all thought that they were going to lie down for you. Like they was just going to show up and you was going to get a dub. You didn't come out with, you didn't match their intensity. It didn't feel like it. It felt like they wanted it more than you did. And you got to start thinking, maybe your defense isn't good. You just gave up. Like, I get it. You thought, oh, we got this defensive-minded coach, and he's come in, and, you know, maybe your defense isn't that good. Maybe he still needs to get some more pieces to fit what he wants to do. We'll see. We'll see. John also writes, can you do the breakdown on Washington versus Arizona later tonight? You mean Cleveland? Yeah, I'm doing the film breakdown against Cleveland later tonight. Niners fan writes, I saw you pick the Jags against Flacco and the Colts, and I'm like, damn, Lou is locked in this year. Yeah, because normally, well, first of all, Indy don't lose to Jacksonville in Jacksonville, or is it the other way around? They don't beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville. I think it's the other way around. Jacksonville always beats Indy in Jacksonville. I think that's how that goes. So that was a part of my thought process, is that no matter who the Colts quarterback is, they always lose to Jacksonville. No matter how bad Jacksonville is, they always lose to Jacksonville in Jacksonville. But it was more about, Jacksonville finna get their first win of the season. It was more that, but it was also, hey, I done seen many a quarterback show up, including Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, you name it, Jacoby Brissett, we can keep going. They've all gone to Jacksonville and lost. So I was like, what makes Flacco any different? And they were due for a win. But you did get this part of it right. Lou's locked in this year. You damn right. You damn right I am. Rush is variety. writes, ain't nothing wrong with being mediocre. You be you. Has to be the most disrespectful thing I've heard from you, Lou. Hey, look, man. I'm just calling it how I see it, man. I think a wise man once said the truth hurts. It is what it is, man. Oh, man. Derek B says, just be warned. If I'm even, I'm leaving. Don't worry. You won't catch me. You ain't got to worry about it. You won't catch me. But it's nice of you to try. It's nice of you to try. Metaphor. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to smoke your ass like a mother effing pack of cools, Derek B. I don't even want you to be in my same zip code. All right. I don't want you in my vicinity, my space at all. What I'm trying to do to you. So you better come with it. All right. You better come with it. Because you see what type of time I'm on. Metaphor writes, got my cheeks clapped this week after being the champ 2 weeks ago. Hey, man. It's a cold, cold world. It's a real cold world out there, man. One day you up, the next you down. If you ain't got this thing down to a science. It's consistency. I keep telling y'all, that's the key. That's the key. Smack City writes, the best thing you can do when making picks is not to overthink it. Get a feel for the NFL and stick with it. That's spoken from a co-champion a year ago. So when somebody like that speaks, you probably want to listen. Probably want to listen. Look, man, it's not rocket science. This NFL thing is. And look, some of it is part luck, right? Some of it is, I was this close from losing 6-7 games this week. But that ain't changing my convictions and what I feel and what I think, right? Understand what it is you're doing and do that. I ain't gonna give away too many of my trade secrets because I'm not your friend. Okay. I was about to give y'all a little too much information. I'm not your friend. I'm not here to be your teammate. I'm here to take you out. So, Twin D, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Twin D. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. I hope your vacation was extremely enjoyable. So glad to have you back. And hopefully you knock back a few for me, man. Hey, LT, I'm back. So glad to have you back, man. I hope you enjoyed it thoroughly. Says you had someone mention that they're going to the Ravens game next week. And if we win, he'll be all kinds of ignorant. Well, I'll be there also, and just let them know that there's strength in numbers. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Derek B's going to be there as well. I don't know if he's going to act ignorant with y'all, but I believe Derek B's going to be there as well. So there will be, I think, and look, it's right up the street. I expect there to be a large contingency of Commanders fans representing us well at M&T Bank. And y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Metaphor writes, can't wait for that LTN reaction on the Allegretti pancake on Sunday. We'll see what it looks like. Because, you know, I'm good for a fresh, hot pancake, extra syrup on top. You know I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So we'll be checking that out a little bit later. Michael Devon, thank you for being the newest member. Stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show Michael Devon some love. Welcome him with open arms. Show him what it's like to be a member of this illustrious group known as the MOBB. Welcome to the squad, Michael Devon. John Wynn says, so nobody in weekly pick'em pool picked Washington Commanders yet? Dang, they're trying to be lazy or something. What are you talking about, John? Just about everybody picked Washington this week in the pick'em pool. You talking about the survivor pool? I'm pretty sure people pick Washington throughout the pool. That's probably why some of them might have got eliminated. They might have picked them in week 1. I know some people picked them in week 1 for sure. I do know that. But anyway, I digress. Hey, Solo So Slimy. How's it going over there? Okay, that's not bad. Keep going, man. We running short on time. Keep going. Got a little bit more to go. You got a lot further than I thought. Hey, let me give you a word of advice. I can't tell you from experience. I've never done it, but this is what I've heard from those who have. Don't hold it in your mouth. Okay, don't swallow it as fast as you can. Pause. That's just what I was told. Goes down quicker. You're able to get past it faster. Don't just let it build up. That's what I was told. So, Ray Riz, I'm getting there. I'm just getting here. What did I miss? Is there going to be a funeral this weekend? No, you didn't miss anything. This is a different type of energy. It's all black energy all year long. This is a different space. So, nah, you ain't missed nothing, Ray Riz. You just tuned in to the same shit you're going to see every week this time, just about every week. Me putting in work with all black energy all season long. Derek B says, yep, I'll be there. Bought my tickets back in June because I knew we had drafted the one. Maybe you did know. I feel like you trying to sell me on. Now, you did tell me this before the season started, so I got to give you credit. You said that we were gonna be good enough to where we were gonna want to make a move at the trade deadline for Jaden. You said that. This is the part I disagree with you on. I disagree with the fact that you thought we was gonna be this good this fast. I don't think you thought that. I'm gonna call your bluff every time. You can try to convince me otherwise. You were going to this game no matter what. You know, once we drafted Jaden, you were going to this game. It's right up the street. You were heading to this game. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I could be wrong. But just like I told everybody else that's going to be there, you know what to do, Derek B. And this ain't your first time. This ain't your first rodeo. You know what to do. Niners fan writes, Andrew Luck would always lose there as well. Facts. It don't matter who the quarterback was. Colts in Jacksonville equals loss. Period. I know these things, so I'm well aware. And even though Indianapolis was playing better, and I love Joe Flacco, you know how I feel, Jacksonville was due. They were so close last week to beating Houston. So I knew if that game had happened after the Buffalo game, I might have been a little hesitant. But they showed me that they weren't packing it in. They hadn't quit. They were still fighting. So I knew, all right, they can get it done. All right, Solo so pissy. I mean, Solo so slimy. All right, yeah. Finish that up. Nah, he talking about something. Come on, man. It's just a little bit. That's the point. The cup needs to be empty. Go ahead, take that thing to the head and finish it off. Nope. No, get that too. Yeah. All right. Give it a damn cup. Bet you won't do that shit again, will you? That's the point of the piss cup. Is to deter you from doing that shit again. Right? It's not just to have you drink piss, just to have you drinking piss. No. There's no fun in that. It's a lesson learned. Don't be that guy. Or gal. Don't be that player. All right? Don't be that participant. Don't be that prognosticator. Anyway. Derek B writes, I didn't think the players around Jaden were good enough. He has been so good that he raised their level of play. In that alone, I was wrong. Well, if you thought he was one of them ones, then you would have known that. That's what one of them ones means. If you think we just got one, we got one, then yeah, okay. But you keep telling me you thought we had one of them ones from the jump. And if that's true, one of them ones means I'm going to elevate the play of those around me because I'm one of them ones. This is why I know you didn't think he was going to be that nice. You thought he was going to be good. You ain't think he was going to be that nice, because if you did, then you would have known. When I was telling you this offensive line ain't going to be as bad as you think, because Jaden's legs are going to spare them. The run game's going to spare them. Cliff's play calling is going to spare them. You would have known. You kept saying, we ain't doing enough at receiver. And I'm like, if he's who you think he is, which I didn't think he was going to be this nice. I'm not going to sit here and act like I thought he was going to be this nice, because I didn't. I had no clue. He has exceeded my expectations by leaps and bounds. So anyway, I digress. Comasel Brown says, I would make Lamar have to beat us with his arm and keep him and Henry limited with the run. Easier said than done. You don't think every team goes into the game saying that? Hey, let's make 8 beat us with his arm. It's easier said than done. Of course, you go into the game saying, got to stop Derrick Henry. All it takes is one run, one time for him to get into the secondary, and then he's stiff arming somebody. And then once he breaks into the clear, you're not catching him from behind. You know, the Bengals had done a really good job of bottling up Derrick Henry until overtime, and he got loose one time, and that was it. It don't take much. Derek B. Right. Even Mahomes had Kelsey and Hill. Burrow has Chase. Stop it. I'm not telling you don't go get him. So Terry McLaurin is mincemeat? That's what you're telling me? Terry McLaurin doesn't qualify as a number one that you can throw the football to, get it to, and make plays? I mean, you're so disrespectful, Derek B. I don't even know if you be trying to be disrespectful, but you be so disrespectful all the time. Steve Taylor. Want to give a shout out to Anthony Lynn, Brian Johnson, and OG Bobby. Game changers. Yeah. All of them deserve credit. And I told you, it felt like they were putting together an all-star cast. When this group of coaches was being put together, it felt like it. And I said, man, this is impressive. This is really, really impressive. So that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on the Week 5 LouieTeeNetwork kickback exclusives kickback session. Things are getting hot and heavy. Shout out to the sole survivor, Malo, who got it done, and it only took him 5 weeks. Who knew? You could take $20, turn it into $1,500 in just 5 weeks. I need to be on that type of plan. Anyway, congratulations to Malo for getting it done. So now there were just 2 exclusives left. Weekly Pick'em and winners and losers. And I plan on winning the weekly Pick'em at least 4-5 more times. I'm just getting started. 2 in 5 weeks. I'm on pace for every bit of 7 this year. And I fully intend on going and get it. So step up if you want to. Derek B. writes, Terry is not a Hall of Famer or an All-Pro. You know it. No disrespect. But you don't have to have one of those to be successful. Did Tom Brady ever have a Hall of Famer when he won a Super Bowl? Outside of Rob Gronkowski? And a lot of those seasons, Gronk was broken up. He would make it in time for the postseason. But it's hard to win a Super Bowl with just a tight end. You need a guy. But if you're one of them ones, you elevate the play of those around you. So as long as you got a guy like a Terry that properly slots everyone else, you should be fine. Again, they're not done yet. And you want to skip steps. You want them to do something for the sake of doing something. If the price is right, I got no issues with them going out and getting somebody. But I'm not looking to give up a ton when we're trying to build this thing and make it whole. The faster they can build it up correctly, get the guys they want on cheap deals, the bigger the window and the more winning we can do. You start giving away draft capital to acquire this player and that player, you're spending money to go get a guy to help you win, but for how long? And you're not getting that cheap labor that I'm talking about. And so, again, eventually you're going to run into some issues. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I digress. That's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on Kickback Session Week 5 in the National Football League. Look forward to chopping it up with you guys again next week. Hopefully, we'll be in the same time slot. If not, you'll know about it. We might be doing the Super Friends next week, so things could change. But we'll squeeze it in. We'll try to squeeze it in somewhere next week. Anyway, y'all know what it is. Till then, all black energy, all day, every day. Black hat, black hoodie, black tee. That's the type of time, man. That's my energy. I'll see y'all next week. You know what it is.